Okay, nice. Well, you guys already know what's going on today. I don't have to tell y'all, but for those who don't know, we're gonna talk about this new patch and KP, especially particular, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
we're all KP players here, so we got a little like special edition here coming on. Uh, I'm not good at this, so let's just get this straight into it, right? What's your feeling about KP this patch, guys? You like it?
You go first. You go first. Chinese spy.
Okay.
Um, do I like it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's still fun to play for sure. He's
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
is it it's I think that I think that they wanted to like get us to play different builds,
Yeah, like they said,
but
like
like
bruiser and shit. Like bruiser
but
KP. That's what Supervive wants.
I'm not sure if the math checks out.
I mean, yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but yeah, it's like pretty much unsure feeling about KP. I feel like that's your energy right now.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I have some thoughts, but I don't have anything that's like for sure.
Yeah, uh-huh. It's like kind of mixed around here with this KP feeling on this new patch, huh? Yeah, I feel you. I kind of feel the same way.
Oh, you do? I think honestly, I think it's pretty different.
Depends, right?
I think KP is honestly just the same thing, but slightly worse. I don't think it's worthwhile to like switch up the whole build and everything. Or at
I
least
mean,
that's my opinion.
yeah, I still, there was this build about like gigantism we talked about, like
Yeah.
how you build AP like based on your HP, max bonus HP with the new passive rework, and
Mhm.
with full tank there was like kind of this thing, right? But I still think at the end of the day, like if you want to play KP, you still have to play. Personally, I play hybrid, so my build hasn't changed. So yeah.
Yeah, you still need to do some sort of damage because I don't think tanks really have a space in this meta. Like pretty much
Yeah.
everybody is going double damage kind of, or like you have those rare
Um.
cases of hybrid.
Yeah. I feel
Um,
like yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. I was gonna say because like the only way Felix or Oath are making like tankiness ish work is
Mm-hmm.
because Oath can kind of cover for his teammates or like block abilities and whatnot. It's not really because he has a lot of HP or you know.
Yeah. He
KP is
has
not
like
like this guy. Yeah, he's not like this guy that just runs at you and CCs you. He only has one
no.
CC realistically.
No, but he's capable of like contesting this mid like area front to back, right? Like if he can punish pretty easily people who oversteps with like a dash Q or even hooks, right? He can contest space very well, I think so. So he still has that frontliner menace we can see when
Mm-hmm.
he has like his CD ups, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna talk about this, but I'm just saying like this. Oh shit, one sec. Okay. Yeah, dispatch is. I forgot about this one.
Yeah, you gotta keep
Dispatch
hovering, bro.
is really benefiting hunters that has good resets on dash. I'm thinking about Myth. I'm thinking about Brawl here. I'm thinking about even Joel. Because whenever you kill someone, you get, I think it's like 50% reset of your cooldown, pretty sure, right? Or is
Oh
it a
yeah,
100?
Jewel is like a nightmare.
I think it's
Yeah,
only your dash. It's like your entire dash. If it's 3 stacks, you get 3 stacks of dash,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
some HP back.
yeah. That's pretty sure I noticed too, which makes KP kind of uncomfortable because even though you can reset your dash, you don't reset your Q or your other abilities. So you
Yeah,
might be
Yeah.
able to dash with KP, but you won't be able to use any other abilities to make him work, right? So he kind of wastes that a little bit, right?
I
So
mean, I
yeah,
think it's alright. I think having the ability to like dash in, kill somebody, and come out is still good. But
yeah,
it's definitely
uh,
not like Brawl where you're just like actually
yeah,
in there or like Shiv or Jewel.
yeah. It's like in terms of priority, I feel like KP, okay, KP itself hasn't been nerfed. I feel like it's pretty much similar, right? We see like an increase of health with passive stacks. We see a decrease on autos with basic damage, but it kind of like all works out together and makes him at the same level, right? Let's just say that. But the problem is that the meta has shifted in ways where other hunters has taken a higher priority, making KP on the right, less priority, right? Just because other hunters are stronger, not because KP himself
Yeah.
is less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, relatively, he's a little bit worse off with the changes for sure.
yeah. And I mean, yeah, I mean, my second question here is like, since all those changes happened, what do you guys build? Like
Because you guys,
hybrid, tank, full AP? What are we looking at?
Okay. Well, I've tried all the builds so far, or that dispatch, I guess, like the double tech, then the tech helm,
Mm-hmm.
and the helm. And dude, okay, the helm one is like not bad late game,
Yeah,
but like it takes forever to ramp up. It takes forever, and I could
yeah.
in like especially in like I feel like maybe in like a competitive game
Mm-hmm.
where if you get like homeless, like you're gonna be real homeless
Yeah, I agree.
because I don't see you having like the damage to like pick someone to come back into the game. But
Mhm.
I think that I don't know. It depends on what because if I roll Vive Infuser on Tech Blade, like I'm 100% going two blades, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, I
Oh,
guess.
In
okay.
my
Like if
opinion,
you double blade and you randomize into Vibe
yeah,
Infuser?
well, yeah, like well, or I think that in competitive, I might run Tech Blade, Tech Helm just to guarantee the Vibe
Tech blade,
Infuser
tech
because
helm.
I really
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Vibe Infuser. I
Yeah, I
really
think
like
it's
Vibe
very
Infuser.
strong too. Uh-huh.
But
Yeah,
that would be the only reason for me to go Tech Helm, right?
yeah,
Just to guarantee the Vibe
Hmm.
Infuser.
Yeah.
But if I
yeah,
roll it on my Tech Blade, right, like I'm gonna pay the extra 200 gold to just swap to a dagger, right?
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah.
200 gold's most likely not that big of a deal,
Mm-hmm.
and you're
But yeah,
getting a lot
once
of
you
value out
commit, you
of
can
it.
it's hard to come back a little bit, right? So you gotta make
Yeah.
decisions early in the game, depending on your situation. And yeah, I mean, I'll let Starflash talk about his build because I'm curious
What
about it
about?
too.
I don't know
I
about
was gonna
solo queue
ask.
though. I might go double blade. I have no. I need to test more.
Yeah, double blade.
Okay.
Okay, so
But
you're
I
in
was gonna
between double
ask
blade
because.
and hybrid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, but do you like prefer double blade or like because you say that if you roll infuser you're getting a second blade, so
Yeah, I would prefer to have the damage,
okay.
but I think that the Vive Infuser just gives a lot of man. It just gives so much, especially when I play because I play solo for the most part, except when I'm like playing with sneakers.
Yeah.
And I think that I don't know because it's like I feel like I have to have damage to do shit on my own. Like I feel like I almost have to go double damage. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I really want Vibe Infuser. And I think that the damage loss from not going Blade, if you have people on your team that can follow up, is not that bad. But
Yeah.
I don't know if
In
it's hard to
solo
say if
queue,
it's like
it's harder. Yeah.
completely optimal, but
Yeah.
or anything like that. But I think that in competitive, it might be better to just go hybrid if you have people that can follow up on you,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah, I
if you already
mean,
have a
I'm
lot
pretty
of
sure you're
damage.
right.
I think so too. I think so too. I'll get in details later. I have like kind of my situations in my head, but I'll let Starflash talk about his preferred
Yeah,
builds.
I was gonna say I'm still running double blade because I think yeah, I mean like Chinese Spy said, the double helmet build is just takes too many stacks to make work, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel
Mm-hmm.
like realistically you're sitting on maybe like 3-4 stacks, or like in the scrim game you're probably not guaranteed to have anything.
Yeah.
And in that case, the double helmet you're just not doing much damage at all. And I
Yeah.
think you can't generate threat unless you do damage. Like your one stun and one hook, it just doesn't
Not enough.
have enough punch. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if
And
you have a R, it's hard.
yeah, and
If you
I
have double
even
helmets, level 7, 8, you don't have enough damage.
yeah, you're
Even if
not
you do
doing
any R.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just a walking meat sack. Like I
Yeah.
said when we talked about it earlier, it's you have double helmet and you literally still die in like maybe 2 combos. Like you just die slightly slower, but the difference isn't big enough to
When you don't
compensate
have
for the
stacks?
damage
Yeah.
lost.
if you don't have stacks.
Well, even if you have stocks, like even a
You think
4K,
so?
like if you're caught, you're kind of dead. I feel like there's never a situation where like, well, it's not never, but the situations where it helps you live is quite minimal. Like I feel like most of the time, if you can survive on double blade, you're gonna survive on double helm, or vice versa.
Okay.
Let me say something. Okay, I
Yeah.
don't know. Do we know if KP got like fucking shadow nerfed in this little like mini patch? Hear me out. Hear me out. And I don't. I'm not trying to be like a
No
conspiracy
way.
theorist or
I mean, yo,
anything,
I'm all
but
for it, bro.
okay. When I was in practice tool and I was looking at numbers, right, I noticed that I had 3,900 and something health with the double red helmets, right, with 10 stacks. And
Oh,
yesterday or 2 days ago, I remember playing a game where I had over 4K health.
it's because
You have red
KP's
items.
It's because
That's
KP's
I had
passive
red
scales
items.
off of your current HP. So if you get your stocks when you have low HP, it
yeah.
gives you less HP. But if you're
What
full
the
build, yeah,
hell?
yeah. But if you're full
Hmm.
build and you get stocks, you get more HP. So it's this weird thing where if you play KP with the double helmet build, you need to get double red helmet and then get your stocks for maximum value.
Yeah.
So it's really this weird thing where you need to get to 10 stocks to be good. But if you get them too early, they're kind of not as good, like stack
Okay.
wise. And you're not gonna
Wait,
kill
But
so
yourself to like
it's
reset the
like a
stacks
that's like
either.
it's like
someone
a
fucked up at
optimizing.
Theorycraft.
That's not realistic. It doesn't
It,
really matter, I
it's
feel
really
like.
bad. It's really bad because the thing is, you're gonna get your first stacks when you have like blue blue, let's say, or like blue
Yeah.
white or whatever. And that shit's not gonna give you much HP, and then you're gonna scale up, and you're gonna be like red red, and suddenly you're gonna lose a stack, and you're gonna lose more HP than you gained. It's really weird.
That's craziness,
I
bro.
think I saw a screenshot of Mocha showing a gigantism red gigantism with 206 AP. Right, so that's the most I've
Mhm.
seen. But I also think that the passive stacks is you cannot like overthink it. Also, right, those stacks will happen naturally. It won't make that much of a difference. It's not game
Yeah, yeah,
breaking,
of
right?
course. But I think like
So
even if
yeah,
you have 10 stacks, I don't think that build is like
yeah,
exceptional at doing anything.
yeah. I mean,
I think the
yeah,
CDR, if anything, like the CDR is more important than damage or HP on KP.
yeah. I mean, that's my
Yeah.
opinion too, cause like I mean, I started with gigantism and I was doing Vive Infuser, right? So I got a lot of HP. I got like 4200 at max health. But the thing
Mhm.
is that early game, to get those stacks, I can't. Alone, I don't have the damage to get it. So I need to be carried by my team to be able to get those full stacks, right? Which is not reliable. So it's like to get there, I need to be strong early. But to be strong early, I cannot build this, right? So it contradicts
Right.
itself like
Mhm.
directly. So that's why I'm like starting to go the way for like, okay, this is probably not the build. Maybe in solo queue you see you're in 4 stack, you don't recognize anybody, you know you have like the like mechanical, you can be better than every other people and you want to have fun. But in a competitive environment, you probably don't want to build it. I still build hybrid, right? Interweaver into Vibe Infuser is still the best in my opinion. That's what I build at least. So yeah.
I personally think Vibe Infuser is overrated, but it is quite good. But like forcing the tech helmet for the Vibe Infuser, I think it's overrated.
What else are you gonna take in tech helmet? Because the
No,
CDR
no,
is really good.
as in like, I won't go helmet. I think it's double blade is better still.
I mean, I think you still play around your autos, right? Personally, the way I play is I do shift, auto Q, auto R, right? I play around my damage of my R. So that
Mhm.
makes it that I'm very vulnerable for a span of 2 seconds, which if I'm full AP and I don't have Vive Infuser, I might not be able to disengage, or I just might get one shot from the team that is peeling the teammate that I'm stunning, right? So ever since even more this patch, right? Since the basic damage of autos have been nerfed, it's like it's even more of a reason. And I actually, you know what? Let me tell you numbers. I actually did test last patch. Okay, this is not this patch, but
Mhm.
with the R, I killed the bot in 1.3 seconds. So the combo was shift Q auto R, okay? And the bot was dead in 1.3 seconds, okay? When I
Sure.
was doing a combo, that's the other school of thought, is you're gonna shift auto Q auto 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 which is I think what you do Star Flash, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Can
Okay.
you even do that anymore?
No, you
Can you
can't.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
was gonna
thing,
say I don't think you can get the
yeah.
arrows off.
So I was gonna say,
Yeah.
so there's two things. For first of all, when you do your stun, now that it's 1.2 seconds instead of 1.4, you can't do the auto before the R. It doesn't guarantee the damage. So
Yeah, but
first of all,
depends
you
on
need
what
to.
hunter though.
No, it doesn't depend. You just can't get the R off unless they just stand still like a bot. Like you literally just cannot get the R off.
Like Joel, you can on Joel because there's a 0.4 second delay on the shift. You cannot
Okay,
on
well,
Ghost. You cannot on Brawl.
yeah. Jewel has like
Uh,
no reaction, but
yeah.
a lot of like every character that can just like walk. I mean,
Mhm.
even if Jewel has no reaction, she can still like walk away from you, and you don't get a point blank full backshot ult.
No, you can
Um,
shift towards them. Even if they walk, you just shift towards them. Shift to get the full
well,
melee.
yeah, but like the pellet spread from KP with auto attack
Yeah,
and ult are super inconsistent. You can't guarantee like a
that's
big
true.
piece of damage.
That's true.
Even if
Mhm.
you stand point blank with someone and you shoot, sometimes you don't get the full pellet damage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's a big problem with inconsistency. So since they're not like fully stunned with the new stun changes, getting the auto in just really is really detrimental for hitting a big R. And in my opinion, I don't think you are if you don't hit 2 or 3 with stun anyways.
Yeah, it depends on the
Um,
starting HP for sure. But I think
yeah.
something people tend to forget is that KP is an initiator, right? So whenever KP lands a stun, probably like in general, in 100 situations, that's where the fight is gonna start, right? And the fact that you have your R is not only a damage tool, it's also a zoning tool to make sure that the re-engage from the team is gonna have a hard time peeling from the teammates. So it's only gonna be range hunters that is going to be able to get into the fights quickly, right? But you have this type of like a zone controlling with your R that makes the fight easier for your team because you control more space with it, right? Compared to your autos where people don't care, they're just going to run up to you. So there's this positional advantage with the R other than the damage, which I still think is good. I mean, it's depending on opinions, right? I'm not
I
judging
mean,
anyone here.
your R is virtually a self stun. Like you're slowed by so much, and as soon as you engage it, if you don't have like a 2 or 3 man stun, their whole team
100%.
is gonna their whole team is gonna send all their CC to you. So like
And
if you
that's
get stunned, your R gets fully cancelled. It's just over. And then
Yeah,
if
that's why
if they
build
don't have a
Vive
stun,
Infuser. You have a little bit
yeah,
of
but
health.
no,
You
but
can
that's not
peel
the
for
point.
yourself.
The point is you're not controlling the space that you think you're controlling. You're just a sitting duck waiting for CC to be dumped on you.
I mean,
Like as
depends on the
soon as you
comp.
stun the
Who can
guy,
really stun you? Who can really
no, but
stun you?
like half of the characters in the game, bro. Like you're when you hit your initiation on KP, your immediate goal is to dump whatever damage you have on that person and get out. Because if you stun that person and you lock yourself to like the same duration to do damage to them, their team is gonna full send on you. Like there's a reason why
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind
KP
of agree with
hook
that.
is kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like when you're sitting at the edge of a fight, and let's say you hook a guy, if their
you're,
team is
yeah,
organized, they're gonna send their entire team onto you and just send all their ults to try to
yeah.
save the
Yeah,
guy who got
if
hooked.
you don't bring that
And
shit
then you
back
have
like
your
really
R,
far,
and it's exactly in those moments when the enemy team has to engage onto you that your R has value because they're gonna use their dashes and they're not gonna be able to. If they want to peel for their teammate, they're gonna have to dash most likely. And since you have your R, you can punish the fact that they have to follow up on their teammate to save them. So it's like I mean, don't you get what I mean? Does it make sense?
No, man, I
Since they
mean
have to
I get what you
dash,
mean, but I don't really agree because like let's say you hook a guy and then they send their team in, they have like a Zeph or a
Zeph
Shrike
is good.
stun
Yeah, I
or like
mean,
a Jewel.
uh huh. Yeah,
Anything they can put under your feet, as soon as you start channeling your ult, you either have to dash to dodge it, or you're dashing in for damage. You're not gonna do both. So it's
yeah.
kind
I
of
mean, I
whack.
think it is situational, right? There's for sure situations where you want to R and others where you don't, right? It's very pretty logical. I don't have to say it, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but I think you're way overrating KPR, I think.
And I think you're underestimating too, and that's why
Let's see
we're talking
what
about it,
Chinese
right?
spy thinks, bro. Let's see what Chinese spy thinks.
Yeah.
I fucking hate KP's ult.
Yeah,
Let me
Uh-huh.
put it this way: I hate the idea of KP's ult existing.
I agree.
It's like I don't like having to just because you're slowed. you can't do anything else while you're doing it. So you're remember you're also trading auto attack damage essentially because you can't do
Mhm.
anything else while you're doing it, and everyone knows it's coming because he fucking screams,
Yeah.
you know. And so like it, or even just like looking at it, right?
Mhm.
So it's like, man, I really just hate this ultimate. I used to before, especially like before the shift nerfs,
Mhm.
I used to like not even take that shit until it like forced me. In well, okay, I lied.
Same.
Until I started like maxing like I would max dunk first,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
then I would take a
I
point
mean, I mean
multi
that's
Yeah,
deal
same.
that's still what I do.
to deal
I
with
think
Felix.
I used to be like
it's
that
a,
too.
yeah, but especially with the stun nerf, now that stun level 1 only stuns for 1 second, I
Yeah.
feel like unless you have your stun level 3, there's not even a point in upgrading your R.
Okay,
You're
well,
pretty much never using your R unless they're stunned or like they already used all their resources.
that's interesting. You're talking about the stuns because the reduced stun duration on the Q still makes
Mhm.
you capable of landing your first stack of R without them being able to
Only
start
if you
your.
don't auto. Only if you don't auto.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
But that's still
yeah.
good, bro. Yo, it's like 800 damage. Depend on like it's not even backstab. Let's say you have purple items, they have no armor. You do 800 damage just like this in 1.2 seconds, right?
Yeah,
It's
but
good.
then you're still self-locked for the second wave of your
You can
ult.
still dash. You're not that much in danger. If you feel in danger, you can always dash back. You're not
Mm.
you're not really
You're you're
overextending.
you're you're gonna dash back even if you go for the auto combo. It's the
The
same thing.
honestly, the
You can
times
trade
that I've
CDs.
gotten the most value out of like ulting is when I'm like behind a corner and they're walking into it.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah,
that's the
that's
times
good.
where I get like the most value out of it.
I love doing
Yeah.
this.
Or if it's like something that I have to like anti-heal, like I don't have a
Yeah,
choice.
Mm.
like
I feel
Um,
I feel like ult for me at least is most useful when I'm against a character that's already used a dash and it's like a long cooldown. Like
yeah.
oftentimes I'm in their backline or something and their Zeph just used their NATO. And I know he's not gonna be able to get away from me, so I just start channeling the ult and I can just dash on him and finish him off.
Or
Or
just to trade
otherwise,
CDs, right?
yeah. Or otherwise I use my dash or I use my ult against like Felix or Brawl when they're
Yeah,
next to me.
that's what I wanted to talk about. Do you guys
Yeah.
think it's worth to trade your R to force Brawl's R? I love doing this. When I start trading with Brawl, I love popping my R to make because I think it's int when Brawl players are themselves when they see you R. I think they should just kite back, take a little bit of damage, but they won't take everything because they're not like
Hmm.
next
Yeah,
to you
they should.
completely. And they should keep always their R for their Q, right? But some people use their R because they're scared of our R, and then that's your window to actually Q. And that's a combo I love to do against Brawl, right? Just a
Mhm.
little thing that I love to do.
I mean,
But yeah,
it's funny because I do it reverse. I usually just force their
sure.
R with my Q.
Yeah,
And then as soon as they are, I can start my R and they have to disengage kinda, or otherwise they're kinda cooked.
I like the matchup against Brawl with KP.
Yeah, I
I
think the
usually win
matchup is
this.
okay.
yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh huh. I mean, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna ask you guys another question now. What powers do you use on KP? What do you guys like?
Well, we'll start with Chinese
Uh,
Spy again, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I like we should like chat should come up with questions so we can like take them at the end or something.
Yeah,
Like
for
so
sure.
if
Yeah,
like anyone
guys,
has questions,
Sure.
start
like dump
asking
them in the chat
questions.
and
Uh huh.
we'll note it down.
Mm-hmm.
What was the question? What was the question again? Speaking of,
Yeah, for
uh,
sure. Powers. What powers do you like on KP?
oh, powers. Okay, so I obviously like fucking. I don't know. Mana battery is nice. It's nice to have, but it's like you don't have to have it, I guess. But I like having it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I don't know. It feels like quality of life. I feel like which this is getting into something else, but I don't. I hate the fact that I waste so much mana just trying to run around and keep up with my team.
Yeah.
Like I
Even
think
more
that
when you double
that's
like running double tech, right? You're always having
like
those
it's just
dashes.
yes, it just
Yeah.
feels annoying to do. Like why?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, this
Yeah.
is not. That ain't it, man. Like I don't understand. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
that's we can talk about that. But what else? What other powers? Grappling hooks, okay. I guess I
Mm-hmm.
like it. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a glider hater, so I usually don't. I just give my give gliders to other people because I'm like on strike against it.
Yeah, glider jets.
Glider jet? You don't like glider jet? No way.
Glider
don't
jet
like I don't
is
like
not
their
that good.
existence.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's so
I,
good. You can look
I know
for position on flank, like just glider
I
jet
know.
out
That's
of
why I don't
position.
like their existence. Get
Q.
rid of that shit.
It's OP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
agree,
agree.
Loki.
Okay, so we do
Loki.
like it. It's just OP.
No, but
Yeah,
I think KP uses grappling hook more better than glider jets.
I agree. I
Probably,
think
but
that
sometimes
Yeah.
it's inconsistent. Like if you do it from high ground or low ground, you're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
get like fucked on your Q and like it's just tilting. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a bit inconsistent for sure.
yeah, it is a little bit inconsistent. But other
Yeah.
than that, if you manage to use it well, it's extremely strong. Extremely strong.
But
think
yeah.
that guys
It's
is
on
all
because
right.
he's grounded. So the Q, if you manage to actually time it well, it's undodgeable. You cannot do anything against it.
Mhm.
And then it's free fight. Depending, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know if you got okay. At least last patch, I haven't had it this patch, but I liked Icarus Wings last patch.
I wanted to talk about that. Yeah, interesting. What do you think about it?
Wait, there's a change with Icarus?
No,
Wait,
no,
there's a
no.
change? Okay.
I don't. No, 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 no. I assumed it would be the same shit, but
You started
Oh,
using
like I
it?
haven't tried it with like I don't know. I guess stun duration or something. But
I'm
I don't know.
not
I
I'm
feel
not a
like
big
it
fan.
caught
Oh,
so
yeah,
many
yeah.
people. I just felt like
Yeah.
I would catch so many people with like jumping on them. Not it didn't even have to be Icarus Wings. It could be like jump pad or whatever,
Frog
or
jump.
tornado,
Oh, like
Yeah,
they just
like
don't see you with the
or
level
like
4
frog jam.
Q?
and you max level Q
No, they just
level
like
4? Is that your tech?
No, 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 hell no.
I mean, it would be
No,
possible because
I know it's just yeah. It would be possible, but I
yeah,
like
no,
shift.
I
I
I
like to
agree.
reset on shift.
Yeah, you pretty much have
Yeah,
to go shift. I mean,
yeah, I
even
think so
just
too.
for the cooldown reset on hitting a empowered shot or like a
Yes,
non-bloom
Yeah.
shot.
it's still
Yeah.
usable.
Yeah,
And
it's still just too useful. I think his other evolves are just not good enough.
yeah, I know people in Asia. I mean, it's kind of rumors, right? People in my chat were talking about it, and people apparently in Asia like to max RMB on KP, which I
Oh wow.
think I don't understand, right? But
Dude, okay. Did you
yo,
only hear that from
it might be a
Starwrath?
meme. Yeah, yeah.
That
I
has
mean,
to
it's
be
a
that
meme
has
more
to
than
be
No,
anything.
dude, Starwrath is trolling, bro. That guy comes into my he comes into my chat every time and complains that I'm not playing Shiv.
Okay.
And he said you like fat characters, so you should play Hudson too.
Okay. Well, I mean, who knows, right?
Okay.
But yeah, I think it is shift. Yeah, fucking
But yeah,
Star Wrath, man. That guy's funny.
No, that
going
guy
back
said
to
you
the powers though.
AP Luna. Nah, anyway.
Yeah. But going
But
back to the powers though, I think yeah, delicate battery is like Abyss pretty much. And paired with stealth cloak too. I know like a lot of or not a lot, but some of the KPs they don't like playing the stealth combo or even delicate disguise.
I don't like
I don't
it.
know what you guys think.
I don't even like mana battery right now, honestly. I don't run mana
mm,
battery no more. I don't run stealth on KP. I think that with KP, since you don't have shift resets during fights, like for damage, right? You're gonna lose way less mana during fights. I mean, I agree for moving around the map, it's annoying, but you have so many ways to get mana now. I mean, when you're farming, something a lot of people don't know is that if you kill a minion who's staggerable and you finish it with a staggerable ability, you gain the orb, right? That fully heals you and gain mana. So you can use that to move around the map.
wait,
And
that's guaranteed if you kill it with the stagger.
yeah,
It's slightly
and I don't see
inconsistent,
your
but-
camera no more, Chinese. Something happened.
Okay.
Yeah, it's slightly inconsistent, but it's what is supposed to happen. Yeah, if you
Yeah,
hit the
95%
stagger,
of the
they're
time,
supposed to
yeah.
drop it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Let's see.
I still think because his mana costs are so high, like for the hook and the Q, if you're like running around, you killed a few boars, or like you're not killing full camps for your team. Like if you're running around griefing camps by only killing the 3 small minions,
Mm-hmm.
you're not getting that mana back. You have to pot up or find some other ways of regenning. I think like battery overall is still like Biz on KP, and
I wouldn't
even
say
like the other mana
Biz.
powers like power
Where'd
like
my camera go?
mana cloud or like double mana rune, like those kind of things still help a lot, and I think they're quite good. Like touch of mana too, actually. Like anything that
Yeah,
can supplement your mana is
Touch
like
mana
pretty
is good.
useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if you have nothing, take. Oh, by the way, this is
Yeah, but I
completely
think
unrelated, but uh, armor regen. You know the power?
yeah, it became like
Passive.
a passive.
Yeah, you guys heard about that? Okay, yeah, I just want to say.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
But yeah, I think out of all the mana items though, like battery is still by far the best one. with
Yeah.
Cloud being the second best.
Also, my
Yeah.
camera's gone.
Yeah.
Is it like on
yeah.
your side or is it my problem?
I think it. I see my camera working just fine on my side.
It might be the
Let
stream
me.
together thingy that you guys are doing.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's my thing. Okay, I don't know where you stopped. Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Okay,
But
okay,
yeah,
okay.
the thing though is that delicate mana battery enables stealth cloak. So if you don't have like a delicate disguise, this is your best way to be perma stealth. And it's pretty much the only item that allows you to use stealth cloak. So that's why I think
Yeah.
it's like a lot better than the other ones. Because
How-
otherwise,
yeah.
mana cloud is pretty much as good. Because you don't run out of mana that often, and mana cloud is like 30-second cooldown, so you pretty much always
Mhm.
have it up when you need it.
Yeah, it's the same
Um,
use as mana battery, but mana battery allows you to go stealth, right?
yeah, exactly. It has the combo with the cloak. I
Mhm.
mean, to be honest, I think people are just not quite good enough at playing against stealth. Um, if everybody knew exactly how to play against it and like have good ways to detect, then stealth is dog shit. But I think at the moment, stealth is really fucking good. I mean, I've been able to get onto some of the best teams, even in like a tournament environment, and stun like some of the best players in the game,
Yeah.
which could lead to like literally 3v4s or whatever, right? So like, I think just the possibility of that is something that's really really powerful, and I think the KP mains who don't like play around stuff at all,
Mhm.
like, are kind of like missing out or like trolling themselves, honestly.
I don't, but I'm gonna argue with this in a way that in solo queue, I think stealth items, I mean stealth cloaks, right, are not as good because positions are always switching, and the pace of the game is so high in terms of like, like in scrims, you all have your position, you play around your farm, and it's very macro more than micro details, right? So you don't have to move as much on the map compared to solo queue, and the fact that on KP, you're always gonna have to dash to go around the map. You're gonna have to wait 5 seconds just to go into stealth to look for a fight. And I feel like that is not worth it sometimes, right? I might be biased, right? I'm not saying I'm right. I just feel like the loss of mobility on stealth items makes it complicated in solo queue. But I think in scrims it's extremely OP. I do
I mean,
agree
when
with
you
that.
say solo queue, you mean rank squads or actually solo queue?
Rank squads, yeah, sure.
Because
Just
I
ranked in
think
general.
because I think in both comp environment like scrims or tournaments and in squad play, the 4 second has never really slowed me down, and you just need to know when you can dash and when you have to prep your stealth in advance of a fight. Like I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it has never costed me anything, and it always has like value pretty much.
Yeah, it's true.
And
I
the other
haven't played a lot,
thing,
so I have probably
yeah,
things to
yeah.
learn about it. Yeah.
The other thing with perma stealth is you can deathbox revive without coming out of cloak. You can have crown
Yeah.
while perma cloaked, and
That's
crown
really
doesn't
strong too.
update as
Yeah.
fast as your movement.
Yeah.
So a lot of
They
times they get
they won't know.
confused.
Yeah.
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 hmm
So it's honestly still very powerful. Um,
I mean,
I mean
it,
I don't I think like as a preference you can dislike stealth, but I think it's something that like should still be in everybody's arsenal. Like it's still really really really
Yeah.
strong.
Like you should be able to use it if that's what you end up with.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
there's a question in chat from Immens asking us, what about exotic tier rating for KP? Uh, is that
But
like
only the red
exotic item?
ones.
Yeah, I think that's what he's asking for red items with KP.
I mean, Blink.
Blinkstone, yeah.
Yeah, I mean Blinkstone is pretty much BIS. Like KP is the best
Yeah.
user of Blinkstone in my opinion.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Delicate Disguise in my opinion is best on KP as well. Second best is probably something like Void.
Yeah.
Armor Shredder is surprisingly good on KP, especially with the new patch.
I haven't done the
You can
math, but yeah, I'm curious about that.
you can almost shred a gold armor entirely with one backshot auto attack. So if you walk up to someone and you do a stun auto, their entire gold armor or red armor is gone
Wow.
with Armor
Mm,
Shredder. But of course, if you have like a Shiv on your team, then Armor Shredder Shiv is still very very powerful, and you should probably give it to her.
Yeah.
Um,
Bebo, best user of Blinkstone. He's talking about Lemur there. I saw some videos of him actually today. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that's what he's
Blinkstone
talking
car
about.
is really strong.
That was pretty funny. I didn't know what that was the thing.
But
Yeah, probably
otherwise,
Blinkstone, Stealth, Delicate Disguise, yeah.
otherwise I think Rewinder is actually best for KP as well. I think it's genuinely better on KP than every other character. Like
Oh wow,
unless, yeah, I
that's a hot
think
take.
it enables Brawl to do a lot more, but like KP as a character, if you go in and something fucks up, you pretty
Yeah,
much you're pretty much like
a sitting duck. Yeah,
in a tough spot. You're pretty much just
yeah.
at that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
So
good like oh
Rewinder
shit
is the
button. Yeah,
yeah, Rewinder is the only thing that can kind of save KP from those kind of situations. While if you're like Shiv or Jewel or Brawl, a lot of times you don't need this Fit Rewinder to do this kind of thing. Like Brawl can go in 1v3, fight for like 10 seconds,
and then R and shift
but
outs.
can
Yeah,
still get out. Yeah, like
yeah.
Brawl does not need that Rewinder, but if KP goes in 1v3, like let's say you see a really really good angle for like a 3 stun, and you miss the stun,
Yeah, then
you're
you're fucked.
fucked. You're
Yeah,
just dead.
because you
So
cannot even
like
kite away. Because you
yeah,
don't you use your shift to get in, so you have one
yeah,
shift left, which you won't even be able to reset your
exactly.
CDs with your shift level 4, right?
Exactly.
So yeah,
So that's the
makes
reason
sense.
why I think Favorite Wonder is best on KP. I mean, if you're playing like tank KP, I guess you just give it to Brawl or Shiv or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also think the other thing is if you're KP and you have like grappling hook or blinkstone, in that case you can definitely give Rewinder to like a squishy damage dealer on your team, because
Yeah,
then you have an
Yeah,
alternative
yeah,
way
you
to
have your
getting
shift.
in, and then you can use your dashes to get out.
yeah, because Shiv has dagger, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
technically, I mean, she can use it to get in instead of always getting out and shifting in,
Mm-hmm,
which is good for her art, right? Since she has Rewinder, you know, you can do things with it, but
yeah.
it's definitely good on her too.
Yeah, a lot of the best carries in the game have ways to getting in and getting out, except
Yeah,
KP. KP is really like you need an alternative way to get in, which is through powers. Otherwise, you'll need Fade Rewinder to get out,
yeah, it does make
which is
sense.
why grappling hook,
Mm-hmm.
glider jet, blinkstone type of thing is really important to have, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Or stealth, you can get in with the stealth as well and the dash out.
yeah, it's just
Because when
slower
you're
pace.
stealth, you can dash. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Nice. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna go to the next question here.
Well,
What is?
wait, hold on, hold on. I want to add
Yeah.
one thing. I
Yeah,
will
for
say
sure.
that
Sorry.
when there's the infinite gliders, if you have a biz specialist, you can do some kind of stupid shit if
Yeah.
it's the right.
Yeah, Abyss Specialist is really good,
There.
but I mean, it's not exotic, so I didn't mention it, but I agree with you.
I just
Uh,
want to throw that in before we
you want to move
went on
on?
to a
Yeah.
different topic.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Abyss
keep
Specialist
you.
enables a lot of like hook or dunks that you wouldn't get usually.
Yeah.
They won't.
Okay.
There a lot of times they won't be expecting it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, here you go, guys. Abyss specialist. So what is KP's place in this meta? So yeah, we can talk about this broadly, and at the end, I would like to give like a tier, like a B tier, A tier, C tier, S tier. Who knows, right?
Sure.
So yeah, I'll let you start, Chinese. What do you think about him in this
What is his
particular meta?
role like in
No,
like a
this
fight
meta
or
right
something?
now. Like,
I don't know.
do you
Let me
think
think.
his kid is strong right now compared to other hunters, and will
Strong.
he be able to have value?
I think it's with the hook, it's hard for him not to have value, but or to have zero value, but yeah, I think that he still has enough utility to still be able to have value to make, because he's still able to make these catches and these like get picks on people and isolate them.
Less
Yeah,
than
I agree.
before, I think,
Yeah,
but
I agree.
still possible, but less, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it's just it's a little bit harder for him to do it on his own
Yeah, I mean, I would
than
like
last
to add
time.
to. Is there something else you want to add before I continue on this general thought?
Yeah, I'm just also his role, he can stop like dive characters
Yeah,
as well,
like
like Brawl
Oath.
and Jin.
I
He can
like
peel. Oh yeah, also yeah, Oath he can
like a
peel it.
shift R from Oath is not easily. It's counterable with a shift Q from KP, right? And that's completely shifts the turn of the fight usually. And yeah, it's not that hard to hit either. Just gotta
Yeah.
expect it. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Look. Yeah, about his shift position and his ability to kill people. I feel since the shift resets have been nerfed, that was 2 patch ago, right? I feel like he's not
Yeah.
able to kill people alone no more, because either you're gonna play with your R with my way, let's say, or you're gonna have to auto 3 times to get a kill, or 4 times, whatever, right? But whatever happens with this new way of playing KP, you're gonna have to be stationary and easily punishable compared to before, where you could go on the flank, shift Q, auto shift out of the fight while killing the person, which assassinates and disengages at the same time. That is not possible with KP no more. So because of that, you have to play him
Right.
more of a front to back position, or it's harder to get stealth engaged, right, and looking for flanks. And for that reason, yeah, I think he's lost a little bit of value with this meta, right? But in the same way, I think he fulfills his role more simply. He's really an initiator more and more, we can see, because he's going to play around his hook, around the fact that he has the CD of his hook. It's two different things, right? You can hook people or just contest space with your hook, making people back off. So in that sense, he can still contest space and has a way to completely shift the fight with one hook and start something, right? So he really has that initiator mindset that we don't see in other hunters, really. So in that sense, I think KP has a really good place in meta. But yeah, we'll talk about it later. But there's also things that do counter that type of engages. So yeah, I'll let Starflash continue on his chain of thought about KP on the meta.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much agree. Where he stands is pretty much the same as before. He still has a space in comp play. I mean, even in squad play, he's really good at getting picks, of course.
Yeah.
If you're looking to like run people down and farm RP, I actually think KP is unironically still very, very good because he's just like one of the faster characters in the game. This patch they did like rebuff some of the mobility of some characters, but
The
otherwise like
nerfed? What do you mean
no,
buffed?
like they allowed some characters to get
Oh
that
yeah,
the
yeah,
boost
like
again, but
brawl,
yeah,
oath.
they're no longer
Yeah,
locked out. But
yeah,
like for example, last patch specifically, KP was in my opinion like one of the fastest characters in the game. With double tech, you pretty much could catch up to everybody except like maybe Jin or like the people who can kite you out, right?
yeah.
Um,
You need to
but
get
yeah,
those
like
empowered autos though to reset your shift, and that's when it becomes complicated. If you don't get your resets of shift, then you
well,
don't
no,
have as
no,
much as
just from
chasing
having
ability.
double tech, you can pretty much run down 90% of the player.
With chain
Like if
boots,
they,
probably, yeah.
Yeah. It's
it's
just
You
really
need
really
chain boots
easy
though.
for KP
If you
to
don't have
just
chain boots,
no,
you can't
you
do
don't
it.
need it. You don't need it. I play
Really?
Soul Stealer only or whatever it's called. Um,
Wow.
as long as you have double tech and you have a way to compensate for your mana, you can catch up to anybody in the game except Jin, pretty much.
Yeah, I was about to mention the if you even if you're like you have some mana, if you engage a fight and you're not knocking someone like after the chase down or whatever you're or even moving around the map, and you're not watching your mana and you engage at half and you don't get that knock or whatever, you're
Yeah, you're
either gonna
cooked.
have to spend some time in the fight. Yeah, you're either cooked or you're gonna have to back out and you're gonna have
Hmm.
downtime in the fight where you're not doing anything because you have to use a potion for
Yeah.
mana or whatever.
That's definitely a big reason why I think battery is best because you get to go wherever and there's no downtime in between getting
Yeah.
there and starting the fight. I mean, even with Cloud, it's kind of close, but not quite.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I was gonna agree. Since the last two patches, KP definitely lost like his ability to just fly around in the fight, killing everybody.
yeah,
His reset is definitely not as strong. I mean, for like a 60% or 70% of last patch, I like basically disregarded the fact that his dash even resets autos. I just stood there and autoed people and used my dash for
yeah,
other purposes. But
yeah.
I think as I've come to reincorporate the dash for damage, it actually still is pretty useful. Like for the half auto resets, you can still get some extra damage, especially if you're flying in
Mhm.
towards somebody. Uh, auto dash auto is still like a really really good combo.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
It's
If
like
you have enough inertia to keep up on them.
yeah, it's like there's a distinct a use of both dashes with KP. You have the long dash to engage and the shift dash. I like to say personally, like it's the little shift, right? The way you use your shift, the short
Yeah,
dash, it's a little bit
yeah,
like how you play
Mm.
shift, right? You're gonna go dash auto, reset your dash auto with the CD
yeah,
reduction, right? And tech blades and tech helmet making it easier, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
there's kind of two different ways of how you use your dashes now, which I think is interesting. So
I
yeah,
mean, I think
uh-huh.
I think the biggest other thing that's affecting KP, at least this place in the meta right now, is the fact that I feel like we're moving towards a faster meta in the case in the sense that like we're picking a lot of damage dealers that are going very fast.
Yeah.
This
Mm-hmm.
could be just like me playing too much squads though, like, but I feel like because of that, KP is not having as easy of a time like
Yeah.
finding fights on like sitting dog like oath
No,
or
I agree.
whatever. A lot of times they're flying around, so you have to catch them either by surprise or like with some sort of like
I agree.
creative engage. You can't just like walk up and hook.
Yeah, and I think that's one of probably the biggest problem with KP this patch is that hunters that are what's the word? That have a easy time to chase other hunters down with the shift
Mm-hmm.
resets are
Mm-hmm.
really put higher in priority in terms of, uh, of strength, right? Let's say. And
Yeah.
KP doesn't really play like we said earlier. He doesn't really play against around his shift. He plays more around his Q, and
Yeah.
landing damage around it. And that's also something I want to add. Like just on the side, you were talking about mana battery and the fact that you had to kind of disengage for a while to use potions. But I don't think personally it's a problem since anyway you're gonna use one timing to engage if you miss and have to come back. Well, anyway, you have to wait for your Q CD to come back. So it's a timing where you will disengage and have to take a potion, but anyway, you lose a lot of potential in the fight since you already tried to do something, right? By using your Q, not
Yeah,
working, and
Uh,
having time to
I
I
take
see what you're
think
saying, but
potions.
I think matter of battery is, in to me, is mostly about moving around the map.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, okay. All
Just
right,
for
so.
like, it just gives you
A
tempo, I
lot of
guess.
yeah, it's a lot of tempo. And the other thing is like even if you go out and you have to heal for that mana, like waiting for your Q or whatever, like usually what you want to be doing is repositioning for another flank or looking at the fight the whole time while you're dashing around like for an angle. You don't really want to be like self-slowed and chugging that potion necessarily, just because you're waiting for your Q. A lot of the times like when I go in for that initial engage and then I have to back out to wait for my CDs, what I'm looking for is I'm looking to top myself up so my battery can activate, and then look for angles, right? But
Yeah.
if you don't
Mm-hmm.
have like that battery, then you have to actually chug for the mana instead. The thing is, especially because you guys always run Tech Infuser or Vive Infuser rather.
Mm-hmm.
Vive Infuser is really good at topping yourself up, so it's really good with Delicate Disguise and Delicate Battery,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
one of the things that I don't have because I'm running Double Blade, so it's kind of RNG. The way
Yeah.
I top
Okay.
myself up has to
Yeah.
be via my own means, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm. Are you guys good if we move on to the next question?
I had another thing to say, but
um,
oh yeah, yeah. So I was gonna say, well, I guess it segues to the next question. So you just go ahead and say that, I guess.
Okay. Um. Well, we've kind of indirectly talked about this, but what role are you trying to fill in a team, and what position are you comfortable playing in team fights? Well, we've kind of already talked about this indirectly, but yeah, I'll let you. I'll let you start. I'll let you start, Chinese. Go ahead.
uh, I think that personally, well, I don't know if it's good or not, but I feel like I play around wall vision a lot more than other people. I think
Yeah.
a lot of other people play a lot more forward than what I do, and I try and play around wall vision and catching people off guard because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe it's like a bad habit I picked up from solo queuing,
I don't think so.
but a lot of the times I just fucking use my teammates for vision, slash,
No,
Yeah.
like
I think that's
Uh-huh.
good. I think that's
vision
correct
slash
actually.
Yeah.
and also if like say they get engaged on, the enemy team might not have been expecting like to get stunned like right after that,
Yeah, yeah.
and so I think a lot of times staying out of vision is like the threat of you them not knowing where the fourth member is can be
Mm-hmm.
like pretty powerful. I remember one time I was playing in pubs and someone told me that someone was like yelling about where I was on stream because they were telling they thought I was in like a really stupid place and they got killed because I was quote unquote in a stupid place, right?
Mm.
Like, why is he there? Why is he
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Right? And I'm just like, well, number one, I saw you walk into that bush, right? And number Number two, it was like when you're in places that people don't expect, you can get a lot done.
Yeah, I agree.
You can
100%.
get a lot done when you're in somewhat places that people don't expect.
Yeah,
100%.
and
I mean, do you mind if I go second, Arik? Because I want to follow up on what he's saying.
yeah, I want to, but go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, I mean, that's why I think like stealth cloak is so good, or like delicate disguise. I think it just creates more of those situations where you can actually walk up on people and get those
Yeah.
engage angles. So the thing with KP is like he's an initiator, but initiator doesn't mean like you have to be this big fat guy like in the front where people are looking at you and then you run at them, right? Like initiator can be like a
You're
stealth
probably playing wrong
initiation.
if you're doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can come from an angle that they're not looking at. You can come from stealth. That's why I think low key like bushwhack is still extremely good. I think that power is like extremely
Yeah,
underrated.
100%.
Every time I find it, I pick it up, and that game I'll always get 1 or 2 picks from it. Um, and I think that's what I was talking about being creative as well. I think to find this initiation, you're not really just this simple-minded hook champ. Like you need to look for ways to engage that people are not looking at. Like you
Yeah.
need to be flanking, you need to be stealth, you need to take these angles or like high ground or whatever. Which is also
To make it easier.
yeah, which also I was gonna mention delicate X-ray. That's another item that I used to love a lot that I haven't
Yeah,
gotten
same.
quite as much recently, but it lets you see through walls, bushes, and it lets you get these positions that are really, really good for you.
Yeah. And I think is there something else you want to say, Starflash? Before
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. I think it's another perspective to see this is playing around walls and out of vision is not only good to look for a better position of flanks, but it's just a psychological thing, right? You make opponents lose focus of where you are, right? So even if you come, whatever direction you come from, you have been out of enemy's focus for X period of amount of time, right? Which makes it harder for people to react to your shift Q. It's like just a focus
I
thing more
agree.
than anything, right? And it's just one more thing that we can add to the better positioning that we can play around KP stealth and out of vision positioning, right?
And I mean, with the
yeah.
way vision cones work in this game, like just being out or like slightly to the side really helps you a lot too, because
Like
their circle doesn't see much.
I just thought about this question on my head. It's not planned, but what favorite place do you like? Do you guys like to fight? I like to fight around Vane Grove, bro. Vane Grove for KP? Oh no, Vane Grove. Around over Heart, on top of Heart is Vane Grove. Right?
Above heart is Vane Grove, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what how to fucking Vane Grove. Do you guys like fighting around Vane Grove, or is it just me?
I think
like
Vane
so
Grove, Prisma Falls. I mean,
Yeah.
all of these spaces are pretty good. I mean, anywhere with bushes is good. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, but like let's say Dawn Caps. No, right to Dawn Caps, where there's the vault. It's like a more of a now every
So the route
narrow
of Dawn
path.
Cows is Frag Isles.
Frag Island. I mean, everywhere where there's a straight path and there's less angles to look for on flanks is hard for KP, right?
I agree.
So
I mean, you either want Abyss
and more circle position.
Yeah, I was about to say I
better
really
for
like
him.
playing over Abyss.
Yeah, playing over Abyss is good also.
Okay.
I mean, I think the worst place is like Mage Bog. Mage Bog is dog shit. There's like nothing. Everybody's slowed. I think the other place that's extremely bad is Wellsprings. I think that's what it's called. The place with the things that shoot you up. That's really bad.
You don't like
it?
it?
You never get to hit your Q. You never get to hit your hook. Everybody's flying around every other second.
I love Wellspring because you can use the thing that pops you up to get Qs. Like you fucking drop on people, bro.
I don't know. I find it's so inconsistent. I feel like every time we're chasing a team down at Wellspring, it doesn't happen.
Or just switch positions.
One of the geysers in Wellspring actually, we in the tournament the other day, fucking fucked us from wiping TLD because they had a GA on their Felix, and I was trying to stop it. And the geyser sent me up, but to be fair, the geysers also helped me kill 2 of their people, right? So it's like you said, it is inconsistent.
Wait. Someone's mentioning Scuba is OP in Mage Bog. I literally never pick up this power, and I never see it. But maybe it's.
I don't see it no more. I think it has. I haven't seen this power in like 2 months. But
really? Yeah.
I think it's out of the game. But whenever it was there,
Scuba gear. So when you over
water.
No,
I did add Scuba today.
Oh my god, wait, really?
Yeah,
It makes you
Yeah,
invis,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
yeah.
you
It
can
makes you
walk
and
fast.
you walk normal speed on water.
Wait,
Yeah,
Loki, it might be tech, but
it's
I
good,
like
but
basically never used it.
you gotta whenever you
But
pick that item, you need to watch map and know where storm is going to, right?
Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah.
you gotta know where
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
rotating to.
I
I
don't think I've ever kept it like
no,
that.
me neither.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably good if you can do that, but like
Mhm.
maybe if you have like Final Destination or something, Final Destination page bug.
Yeah.
You know, that would be a kind of lit Loki.
It's so
Final Destination Mage
situational
Bog,
though,
you have
man.
Scuba. I mean, the other
Yeah.
way is
I
you
mean,
get
no, but
Trailblazer
that's
roll.
good thinking though, right? Like you should be if you can find like really good use for like a green power,
Uh-huh.
like that. That's like more power to you.
Yeah, if you have Trailblazer on one of your items and then you get Delicate Disguise or something, you can still do similar things to Scuba Gear, I guess.
Yeah,
But yeah, in general though,
It's like
like
a
I feel like
cheaper option.
whenever I'm at Mage Bog or wherever there's water, I never have Scuba Gear. Like that's just not a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's so situational that
dude,
it's not practical.
Yeah.
and this is not really to do with KP, but I'm a Chaos Steps hater. I hate that zone. I want that shit gone, bro.
I agree.
I
Oh,
I
Chaos
fucking
mean,
Steps is
hate
really bad
when
right now. I agree.
whenever people drop me in Chaos Steps, I am just like I'm about to. I shouldn't say this on stream. I, should, I just want to like kill myself in Minecraft or something.
No, but
Like
unironically though, like I
dude.
think KP is one of the better characters at killing the guards and Chaos Steps. The reason why is
Yeah, because
I
if
don't
you
even kill
stun
them.
it,
You know the big guys.
yeah.
If you're alone,
or
it's
you
not
can
worth the
also pull
tempo,
it
bro.
off.
Move
No,
somewhere
no, no.
else.
You can kill it fast with KP. You just have to walk close to the guardian. When they initiate the punch, you just Matador out of the way. You walk next to them.
Yeah, and
Once they
Q.
finish punching, you go auto Q, auto, and they're mostly dead. Like KP takes the Chaos Step guards really, really fast compared to everybody else. But
Yeah,
but
it's not
compared to
good gold
everyone
or
else,
XP.
it's not
it's
even
not good
it's not
though.
even about
It's not
KP no
good.
more.
It's not
It's
worth
a
it.
tilting thing, bro. It's I'm
Chaos
just
Steps is just dog
I'm
shit.
tilted
Like,
about
Literally.
chaos.
do
So
not go to Chaos
yeah,
Steps.
nah.
But
Do
Molten
not try
Fortress is
Chaos.
good. Molten
Yeah.
Fortress has four actual camps.
Yeah,
That's actually
but
good.
There's
the worst part of
4,
Molten
not
Fortress
5.
is that
Okay.
when you leave it, you're in Chaos Steps.
Yeah, you're in
But
Chaos
yo,
Steps and then you go to Wellsprings and you cry in the club.
late game Fortress is OP, bro. Like it's so hard to get into. You have really good position. If you like can hold chokes, you have like vision
Mhm.
wards on the south
Yeah,
side from Abyss,
true.
like next to Forge. Yo, you just hold the choke, bro. You're chilling.
I mean, it's a fortress for a reason, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, here we go.
I mean, no, the other thing that's good with like those places with like fake abysses. When I say fake abyss, I mean like damaging zones, which is good for KP. Is when you hook them into there, you stun them there, and they take
Yeah.
so much damage during the stun. It's really really good.
Oh yeah. Like lava and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. Perfect, man. I'm gonna move on to the next question then.
Yep.
What are KP weaknesses and how can people counter him / bad matchup? So
Do you want to
Chinese?
start? Yeah.
Repeat the question. I was translating what that dude said in chat.
Yeah. What is it? What did he say?
Oh, I can
He
just
said,
read it.
"Please," he said, "Please make KP become great hero," according to Google Translate.
Yeah, that's
We'll
basically
try.
what he said.
We'll try.
Make
But,
Wait, what
KP
was the
great
question
again,
again?
bro.
But it's hard. Oh wait, we didn't say. Well, actually, I have to come back to this. Okay, tier list. If you have to like put KP on a tier list, where would you put him?
He's like
Yeah, you
low
go first,
A, I
Chinese
think.
man.
I would say low A.
Low A.
Low
Yeah.
A. Okay, yeah, I'll say low A.
I think KP is like middle of A. I don't think he's low A. I think he's middle of A. Last patch KP was SS tier, unironically.
Well, last patch?
And
No, the 2 patch
yeah,
ago.
last patch. 2 patches ago. I think
Yeah,
last
okay,
patch
okay,
he
yeah.
was high A or S. But
I
2
think it was the
patches
same.
ago,
Yeah, high A. Yeah.
when everything was nerfed and KP still had his dash shot, like that's when I left for cruise, right? 2 patches ago.
Yeah, when he shift resets.
That patch,
Yeah.
that patch KP was the best character in the game, in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah, I agree. Yo, there's nobody that could do it like him. He's better than Shiv, better than everybody. He can do everything.
Yeah.
Too strong.
I agree.
And yeah, but now I would put him low A tier. All right. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
these people know.
Somewhere in A tier is definitely appropriate, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, what are KP weaknesses and how can people counter him?
Yeah, what do you think?
Chinese, you
Um,
want to go?
yeah. So I would say that people should make sure they're not just using their dashes and they're like saving them for like an actual purpose rather than just moving around. Especially in fights, like don't waste your dashes, especially if you know that there's a KP,
Mm-hmm.
because the
Mm-hmm.
dash could save you from a hook, it could save you from a stun. It could, if you dash a KP stun, right? If he tries to dash onto you, well, now that's a big opportunity to jump on him,
Yeah.
right? So don't waste your
Yeah.
dashes.
Yeah.
Um, I would say make sure that you're staying close enough to your teammates that if KP initiates, your teammates can help you,
Mm-hmm.
but not
Not too
so
close. You
close
give the
Yeah.
that
four-man
you're
stun
gonna
to
get
R.
like fucking 2-man or 3-man stunned.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, if you like clump up, it makes it a lot easier for him to land hooks because he can kind of just throw it in there. And if
Yeah.
even one of you doesn't dash, then they're grabbed. And
Okay.
yeah, make sure you're playing as a team because remember, KP wants to isolate you, right? KP wants to get you away from your team.
Yeah. KP is the big bad monster. He wants
Yeah,
to
like,
lead you away from your team.
it's a horror movie right there with KP.
Hmm.
Wanna watch out.
Yeah, he's a big purple assassin who wears swords and axes, bro. No armor. Okay.
I
Yeah.
agree with you, Chinese. Wanna go, Starflash?
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna mention specific character matchups. I think more so than anything.
Okay.
I think KP has a good matchup into Brawl, into Oath. He has or I mean, he can't hook Oath, but otherwise, like for the stun and whatever, usually I have a decent matchup into Oath,
Oh,
like with
R.
the stun or with the R. Yeah, yeah.
One shot the shit.
Um, the matchup against Jin is decent, but you can't really play in the Abyss against Jin, obviously.
No.
Yeah. I like playing against Jin. I think
Can
it's fun.
you
Yeah.
precise for people that may not know the the matchup in terms of like
Okay.
abilities?
So the biggest reason why Jin you can't play in the Abyss against Jin is that Jin, when he uses his Q2, he like becomes a hitbox. So if he flies at you, he basically always wins the joust. Like if you're trying to dunk each other,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so.
Jin will always win. Like
Mhm.
you can't touch him. Like, he always
Mhm.
wins.
And what about on land? Do you think
O-
on land is KP? I think he's better, but do you
on land
think?
he's definitely better.
Yeah,
If Jin
and
tries to initiate on you, you just stun behind you and he's dead.
yeah, exactly. So pretty much when he daggers you, you can take the hit purposely, not try to dodge it,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
Q behind you, so he's stunned directly, and you can kill
yeah.
him afterwards. That's pretty
And
much the matchup.
most of the time, if Jin is trying to dagger you and you're full HP, he's pretty much trolling.
Yeah.
Like there's just no way you lose that matchup. I mean,
Mhm.
unless he set up a clone
yeah.
behind him in advance to like specifically bait your Q, but
Yeah, but then it's
usually they
like,
have better
where the
uses
fuck?
for their ults.
Yeah, but then
One
he's
thing
just
they
gonna
can
be in
do.
Africa after that, even if he takes the clone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
It's not
and
good.
like, what was the point? Like, you got me, bro.
Hmm.
There's a combo matchup with Jin that actually can make Jin win. Is if he autos towards you to do damage with his auto, and then when you're gonna Q him to
Yeah,
counter
he
him, he's gonna
reacts.
dagger you melee instead of from
Yeah,
far away, so you don't have time
yeah.
to react to do the Q behind. So if somebody can come into your melee into
Yeah.
dagger to bait your Q, then Jin wins the matchup. I mean, it's
You
not even one because you can shift away, right? But
yeah.
Yeah, that's
he's
what
gonna have
I'm
an
saying. Like,
advantage here.
but if he,
Generally, Jin is
but
not
if he
gonna kill
cues
you.
at you,
Yeah, no.
you can just auto shift away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
So you
Generally,
won't
it's
die
not
And
gonna.
still.
that's
He
what I've
doesn't
been
have the damage.
doing anyway, right? Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
either it's a Jin that probably knows what they're doing, right? Or it's a Jin that doesn't know what they're doing and they're just gonna smack anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I think going back to the subject though, like if
Yeah.
any bad matchups is like, in my opinion at least, the bad matchups are myth. Myth pretty much you just cannot touch myth. There's
Joel.
another bad matchup is Jewel. This patch specifically, Jewel has either a stealth buff or she got bugged. Her spear comes out instantly.
Yeah, and more range
So
too. So instead of being like really small, there's like a
yeah,
70% like a range from the start.
yeah, and if you try to Q her and she RMBs, you get fucked.
Yeah.
Like it comes out so fast, you can't
She's gonna
stun her reliably
auto. She's
anymore.
gonna auto shift, and you're dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you
So
can't do shit about it because you already used your shift to get in.
otherwise, another matchup that's like pretty hard is Shiv. Most of the time, you're not gonna land your Q on Shiv when she goes in on you because she's Omega dashing perma. Like you're not gonna hit
Yeah.
Shiv. Most of the time, if Shiv goes in, you're just double dashing away immediately,
Yeah.
and you have to re-engage after. And if you're chasing Shiv, if
No,
she
don't.
hits her shots, you're kind of cooked.
Don't.
Like
Yeah, don't chase her.
like the only way
Yeah,
you can
don't chase
chase
her.
Shiv is if you juke the auto attack, then you can chase.
Yeah, exactly.
And surely they don't have dagger or glider jet.
Or
Yeah.
actually, guys, a Loon. Loon is hard against. It's good against KP. I mean, it's pretty much everyone, right? But since KP is very straightforward, sometimes if you don't come out of vision, if she lands her root on you, since
cooked.
you have to get into melee, right, for your Q, you're cooked.
Yeah.
You're dead.
You're cooked.
Right.
And she has 2 dashes just like you, so you're not gonna get in on her.
Mm-hmm. And she can look.
I wouldn't say it's a bad matchup, but like don't chase it, Luna. Like that's pretty troll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Otherwise, is there other bad matchups that we can think of?
I mean,
Bebo is pretty troll. You can't really chase Krista, but I wouldn't say it's a bad matchup. Like Krista can't really get on you either.
Yeah, it's just like it's a stat diff at this point. I think more than a bad matchup.
And I think Krista's really pretty nerfed this match too.
Yeah,
really?
I haven't. Wait.
I think it's way better than last patch.
Yeah.
Crystal was like a nightmare last patch.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I haven't played against much Krista this patch, so it's still I don't have much data on it, but yeah.
Here's the thing. Specific, very, very specific. The matchup against Void. If you ever hook Void, do not auto before you Q. If you auto before you Q, he can stun you out of your Q.
Yeah. I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah. Someone told me specifically it's because of the auto. So if you don't auto, you always stun first.
And the CD of his stun is like 7 to 8 seconds, which for me, for some reason, is less than I thought. Because I remember at the beginning, I was getting surprised a lot when he used once, and then the second time, the same fight, I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, the trick to playing against Void is just to look at his head. Whenever you see that icon, that's when you dodge. Otherwise, that character is useless.
But that's the problem, because sometimes, most of the times, you won't be able to dodge because you're gonna go in for a Q, which is the timing he's gonna try to stun you, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
makes it
if you're going in on Void, you have to be ready to juke the stun. That's pretty much the biggest thing. You just look at his forehead, and if his forehead is displaying a spell, you dodge.
You have to have your 2 dashes to do that. So just keep that in mind. Yeah.
I mean, that character is pretty slow, so usually I don't have to dash on him. I can just like pull. Just make sure I don't troll myself by queuing after an auto.
Yeah. I think about Felix. If you miss your stun on Felix, it can be hard.
Yeah,
you're kind of cooked.
Felix.
Yeah.
It'll bit rough.
Felix is really 50-50. Like you either just shit on him or he shits on you.
But if you hit,
it's like a stat diff. I feel like
you ulti him and he's cooked.
Yeah.
Whoever's more fed wins the fight. I feel like because you can, if you even if you don't land your Q, you still have your R to put your anti-heal and do a lot of damage because he's gonna have to get in close. So you're gonna have to you can proc a lot of damage. But at the end of the day, I think KP wins the matchup if he can land his Q, and if not, it becomes a stat check. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Matchup against Zeph is kind of mid too. I mean, he just kind of runs away from you. There's not much.
Yeah, he's gonna be up away, right?
Yeah.
Celeste. I mean, I've never thought about the matchup against Zeph really, because like usually when you're fighting a Zeph, usually
you either one shot him or you don't kill him.
They're like he's running away or he doesn't even know you're there.
Yeah.
It usually doesn't get to the point where you're like on top of him unless he's just dead.
The matchup that's kind of good and bad is Celeste, honestly, I think. It's really bad for most of it. But if you hook her and she just straight up ults, she becomes useless for the rest of the fight, kind of.
Yeah, and you can also hook while she ults.
You can hook at the
so
end
there's like a timing in between where she's gonna proc her ult and you're gonna be out of range into her getting hooked to you, right?
Yeah.
So you're just gonna know the timing, but it's not that hard.
But other than that, usually she shits on you. Like you can't get in on Celeste. Her wall blocks hook, blocks stun. It's really bad. But and also for Bebo, he bats you away when you have your stun, so you're cooked.
Yeah, it's hard against Bebo, and he has a bomb.
If Bebo is good, you're cooked.
Since you're mid range, you're gonna have to like It's just hard to get around his bomb and to get land the Q since he's gonna knock back. He's gonna
Yeah, and
knock
he's
you
gonna
back.
place his bomb in front of your hook too, so you're just kind
Yeah.
of hooked, hooking the bomb straight into your face.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
I think that's pretty much all of them, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna just give one
mean-
final tip, I think, and then
Sure.
maybe Chad will have questions.
Sure.
Yeah, I wrote down some of the questions that I
Yeah,
think we
same.
Yeah?
could get to in chat.
Okay, perfect, nice. And I think one of the biggest weaknesses on KP is playing. We already said that a lot, but front to back he needs to be out of vision, right? So he needs terrain. He's very terrain dependent. I feel like sometimes if he
Yep.
doesn't have the advantage on terrain, he's gonna be kind of useless. And
Mhm.
he needs to be able to pressure people also. It's not really true, actually. I take that back. He doesn't need to pressure. But yeah, he needs to have advantage in terrain at least.
Yeah.
So that's just a final note I wanted to say. So yeah, Chinese Spy, can you read the questions that you noted by any chance?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So Khan asked about the tooltip for the passive. His tooltip says 2.5% max health, not current health, but it's max current health. That appears to be the case.
Yeah. I answered to
I
him in the
just
chat
named
too.
this.
Yeah. So that's why you
And then
had
this is
3.9.
thank you, I think. I'm pretty sure this is thank you. What's the worst matchup for KP?
It's definitely myth. Definitely myth.
Jewel on it, I think.
You think it's
Yeah.
Jewel?
I would say Joel personally.
What do you
Yeah,
think, Chinese Spy?
I really don't like playing against Jewel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
mean,
think Jewel
It's
most of the
better
time.
lately. Go ahead, sorry.
I think for Jewel most of the time I can just like run away. She can't kill me unless she like hits a fast combo on me. If it's bad, I just run away when she has 4 stacks, dodge
It's
the
kind of
shift,
the
you know.
same thing for Myth though, because you get
No,
countered from
for
your engages, but you don't really.
the thing is Myth has like pretty much infinity tools. Like you can't ever kill Myth,
Yeah.
but you can definitely kill Jewel when she's not paying attention.
If you play in Vision, of course. Yeah.
No, like the best myths are just gonna go into the wall. You can't hit anything. You're just
Yeah.
kind of sitting there. They have
If
3
you have
huge
reaction time,
knockbacks on their
yeah.
ult. They have insta RMB. I mean, now that Jewel also has insta RMB, the matchups becomes a lot worse. But I feel like Myth has an easier time running away or like dodging away from
Yeah,
KP
for sure.
than Jewel does. So that's why I
For
think
sure.
it's the worst matchup. Jewel is definitely like a close second worse.
And I feel like I don't think that was this patch, but like I think 2-3 patch ago, they nerfed Joel ult timing. I think it was 2 patch ago. Instead of being like 0.15 second to activate, it's now like 0.40 seconds. I don't have the math correct. I think it's something around those lines where you have time to Q her before she ults, which cancels it, and then she becomes vulnerable after like a second. So you can punish that.
It's kind of buggy though.
Yeah, it's a little bit buggy because she is still invulnerable, but she's not going to be able to move away. Instead, other than if she dashes, right? But yeah, there's like this type of counter, and also the shift also is also delayed. It used to be almost instant. Now there's a bigger delay to start your shift, so they won't be able to.
Is there?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I guess next question. Khan had a question about the glider dash nerf. Have you guys felt it at all?
Yeah. The small dash is kind of annoying. You can feel it. I think Can is overreacting. I was talking to him like the day it dropped. I think he's overreacting a little bit, but it is a nerf. You can feel it in some way, right? I don't think it's
What do you think, Spy?
I didn't feel it that much.
Yeah, I mean,
it's there, but
I don't feel it at all. By the way, I like did not feel like it affected me at all. So I don't know if I'm like tripping balls or.
I mean, he's the one who told me that. I didn't realize for the first like 30 minutes until he told me. Then I realized.
Okay.
So yeah.
Because the other thing
maybe it's like a placebo effect, right? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But there's one new thing is if KP is buffering his dash during glider to try to like chain his dash and glider, it makes the ability on cooldown sound. That was like pissing me off day one, but now I kind
didn't
of
realize.
Yeah, now that sound is just kind of Like it's just there, but I don't think about it at all.
You got used to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Perfect. Is there anything else?
Yeah. If there's no more questions, yeah, there's one more. Kenneth wants to know, why are you podcasting with a known clown emoter?
No, known clown anymore. Is that Starflash?
That's Starflash. Yeah, it
Yeah.
ain't
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, why, bro? Why do you podcast with the clowny motor, bro?
Nah, bro, you clipping me too much, bro. I had to fucking put you on the same terrain, right? Same level.
Dude, I was gonna make a montage of like
Okay.
streamer POVs of me shitting on them or like chasing them down. And you were gonna be featured quite a few times, but I never got around to making that video, so you're lucky.
Yeah, I paid him fucking $100 for him not to do the video.
But yeah, I guess there's another question. It was from Bombaclat or Bombaclit. He
Mm-hmm.
asked if you think that um Jin and KP are both good in a 1v1. You think Jin could win, or what do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Nah,
If they're
no.
both equally good, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think if
I
they're
don't
equally good,
like.
you just kind of run away. Like
Yeah,
you
I mean,
either player gets low, they kind of just run
yeah,
away,
you're
or
gonna
like
watch
there's other
yourself from
circumstances.
distance, right? You're gonna like kind of keep your distance and not
Yeah,
gonna do shit. That's what
yeah.
good KP and good Jin
Yeah,
matchup looks like.
I feel like the Jin's just kind of dip. He's just gonna dip. Like he
Yeah.
can, for most stages of the game, he can choose whether he wants to take the fight or not, and he's not gonna take it.
Yeah,
I think
I think good Jin versus good KP is literally just you don't fight unless you're egoing the other
Unless,
player.
I think
yeah,
only thing
or
you
you
can do,
have a spotlight above your head and the team is running you down or
yeah.
something,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
I think the only thing you can do is like ground dash and two reset autos to like just get the little extra range to get inside the like of your shooting range to actually do damage.
Hmm.
But yeah, other than that, I don't think you can do much.
Yeah, you really need like some kind of tool to win that matchup, like a blink dagger or something.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's
you're
kind
really,
of you just don't
you can
fight.
poke a little bit, but other than that, yeah, it's hard.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I think it's still KP favorite for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I mean, I
nice.
think that sums pretty much everything up.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Here we go. Thank you guys.
Yeah, you have to hover me.
Yeah, I forgot about this. Thank you guys. Honestly, I had a lot of fun about this. I was thinking about doing this for like literally like 2 weeks. Took a
Yeah.
full patch extra for me to do it, but yeah, I appreciate you guys for being here. Is there something? Yo, by the way, guys, everybody that's here, go follow Chinese Spy on Twitch. Is there somewhere else you want to be featured, Chinese?
I
Twitch? Do
have
you
a
have
YouTube
YouTube?
channel, but so far I only have one short uploaded to it. It's Spy-Supervive on YouTube.
I cannot text it because I have to hover the Discord. But if you want to type it in chat,
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can put it in chat. Hold on.
okay, nice. And
Let me
Starflash, I mean,
dude,
I know
hold
you
on.
don't
Let me
stream Starflash, but maybe you want to promote something, say hello to
Yeah,
someone. I don't
I
know.
mean, I've been meaning to stream or like start streaming, but I just got really, really lazy. I mean, my stream is Starflash 250. If you guys
Okay,
want to pre-follow, I
there we
will
go.
probably stream very soon-ish. Kappa, TM, I don't know. Soon TM.
Perfect. I mean, yeah. Just wait for Chinese Spy guys to send the link, and I think that is gonna
Yeah.
wrap
Go
this up,
sub,
huh?
go sub, go sub.
Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty happy with the discussion. I think, honestly, I'm pretty happy that we waited
Oh
the
yeah.
extra patch too.
Yeah.
So I
Uh huh.
think KP got nerfed again, and there was a lot more worth discussing. Especially with that new build and everything too. I
Yeah.
think it was good.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting that much change on KP. Like the passive
Yeah,
like
same.
rework. It was a surprise for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
link also my YouTube guys for like if you want to see this VOD, I'm gonna like edit it on YouTube. So just let me put this here.
Yeah, and when you watch it on YouTube, you skip the stupid Twitch ads if you.
Yeah. Keep me poor.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Is
All right.
there any
Well,
last
thanks for
words you guys
having
want to
me.
say? Anything
You go
else you
first,
want to add?
Chinese spy.
No, I think that's it, man. I think we covered pretty much everything.
Cool. All right, perfect, man. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
thanks
of
for
course.
having me.
That's nice.
Definitely
This
check
is
out
cool. This
Spy
is
for
cool.
solo queue, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
check
yeah,
me
yeah.
out if you want to see better KP content than Org.
Or yeah, or if you want to see me duo sneakers.
Also, I want to add, this is episode 1 of this podcast, so I think I'll be doing this maybe bi-weekly. I'm still I'm still figuring this out, so no stress about this, but letting y'all know it's probably not gonna be the only one. I love talking about meta strategy and everything that
Mhm.
surrounds it, so keep looking out for it, and I will probably be back, and love to have you both back on this show
Yeah.
sometime soon.
Yeah, I mean, next time I'll be in Orig's room sitting next to him.
Yeah, he lives in
Trust,
Montreal,
trust.
yo, pretty soon, pretty close to me
Or
apparently.
wait, really? Y'all are both in Canada?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Montreal
yeah.
too, same city.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
It
heard
should
talks
you
be
French,
should
guys.
bro.
be
This guy
possible,
talks
low
French,
key.
man. I know I sound French, but this guy doesn't sound French, and he does talk French. I don't know, that's crazy.
Yeah, I do speak French a little bit, or not a little bit,
Ah,
but it's fading away on me
okay. I didn't know that.
because I work
Okay,
in English and I pretty much do everything in English now.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's some Starflash lore right there.
yeah, Starflash lore. So if you guys want to speak French, you can speak French with me too.
Thank you guys. Well, I'm gonna go. I think I might go solo queue or some shit. I don't even know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
gonna do. So yeah, I
Wait,
wish you
last
guys.
thing, last thing.
Yeah, go
In the
ahead,
chat,
bro.
they said Oreg Starflash cooking stream. Yo. I think low key,
I
they
pushed
might be cooking
I
there.
put the apron on you, bro.
Oh shit, bruh. Alright, sounds good. Sounds good.
Y'all gotta get the little cook cosplay.
Oh wait, we're cooking some fire here.
Bad stuff stream, bro. Get the fuck out of here, Can.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks for
Alright,
having me.
take care.
GG's.